This is Mike Kashevska for LED 525, Session 3, and the training presentation for fiduciary responsibility and ethical decisions. Our agenda is we'll find out what fiduciary responsibility is. We'll look at a case study on finding out what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And again, our executive board members, let's talk about what they should be doing. So what is fiduciary responsibility? If you look at here, trustworthy, honest, unselfish, effective. These are all the things that they're looking for in board members here. They need to exercise care in what they're doing here. They don't need to be financial wizards. They don't need to understand all this financial information and all the, but they do need to be financial inquisitors. They need to understand basic terminology. They need to be able to willing to find those answers. Look and see if they can figure out what's happening here. They need to know. As Warren Buffett said, 20 years to build that responsibility, 5 minutes to ruin it. And that takes us to our case study here about the Robin Hood Foundation and Paul Tudor. They target poverty in New York City. If you look at their mission statement, here since 1998, $1.4 billion in grants to help New York City-based soup kitchens, homeless shelters, schools, jobs training. 100% of their donations go directly to that organization and their help. All their administration fees, that's paid by the board of directors. Now, if you look at their ratings, out of 70 points, 69, 69, 70. It's a top-rated organization here. I don't think you could find a better place to invest your money. If you look at on the chart here for their financial score and accountability, they're basically off the chart. Here you can look at a list of the celebrity supporters, just a who's who of people who care. So to summarize, the foundation, $3.6 billion in giving, top celebrities supporting the foundation, even a 60-minute segment on how great this organization is. So the question is, what is the issue here? What went wrong? So here's an article from the Wall Street Journal on July 18th, 2007. So it talks about hedge fund managers being paid to manage these donations. They're getting standard fees. Paul Tudor Jones made more than $1 billion, whereas funds made $17 billion. The criticism of who's being paid. So here in a book, now they're a case study in a book. Nothing illegal about what they were doing. Managers being paid standard fees, but there were questions, the roles of the board members in managing these funds. I just don't think what they were doing was right. So, what have we learned out of this? Do you want people to focus on the organization or how it's ran? 7 years of doing great stuff overshadowed by some questionable practices. Don't be a book case study. So, how should we do this? So, as board members, let's ask specific questions here. What's our financial plan? Do we have appropriate checks and balances to prevent any of those errors? Are we meeting guidelines and requirements by our bound? And so finally, here's a Bible verse. This is what God expects us to be as stewards. Don't be arrogant. Don't be greedy for gains. Be hospitable. Be loving. Be trustworthy. Be honest. Again, to summarize, understand how your organization is ran. Question those actions that might be thought as self-serving. If you make a mistake, don't be afraid to make changes, even if you don't think it was something that you did that was wrong. And here's my references. So thank you very much.